Hi guys. Welcome back to the vlog. This is weird. I don't know what I'm vlogging about even. I just, I don't know. I feel like I obviously finished Vancouver, but I don't necessarily have a plan next. Okay, my nose is stuffy. It's like 6 p.m. It's a little bit after 6 p.m. Y'all beat. We got literally an hour of sleep. Like after we went out to dinner. So this is okay. First off, this is a new series, but I'm still going to be talking about like it's still a continuation of the last one. So anyway, went out to eat. By the time we got back to our Airbnb, it was like 11:30, and we had to wake up to get ready to finish packing for the airport at like before 2 a.m. I set my alarm for 1:45 because our flight was at 7 and we were not going to risk missing it. If we were flying any other airline, it doesn't matter. So if you've followed me for an extended period of time, you know we miss our flights often. But 99% of airlines will just rebook you. But Flair, the discount airline that we will never fly again, I have so many things to say about our travel experience with them. If you miss your flight, oh well. Like on our way to Vancouver when we missed our flight, we had to buy new flights. We had to buy same day one-way tickets. So we flew back and I was like, I'm not missing it. Like I'm not buying another flight. Anyway, so we got no sleep besides on the plane. We went to eat. Now we're home. And I just woke up. Ruben's still asleep. But I'm just like, realistically, I just want to eat and go back to sleep. I have to train tomorrow. Like, back to life. I'm going to take probably another day or so to figure out if I want to keep pushing or if I just want to be done. Obviously, had I won Vancouver, I would still be in prep right now for the Olympia. Now, of course, I would take a day or however long I needed off before I jumped right back into prep. But mentally, that's where I'm at. It's like, if I had won, I would still be in prep. So that's my rationale for thinking maybe I want to continue to push is I would still be in prep anyway. But on the flip side, I'm just like, I have to, in order to get a different result, in order to win, I'm going to have to push harder. So not just continue to push, but push harder. And I just don't know. I know that I can. I don't know if I want to. Because while, yes, I would be in prep for the Olympia still, it's different to prep for the Olympia. You have another layer of excitedness. You have a different why. Like, it's different to suffer for another show that would ultimately maybe, if I lose, just be another show. And I'm like, I don't know. So I have to think about it, see if I want to push, because there's really not a lot of opportunities to compete. There's literally 3 more qualifiers for 2024, and one of them's in Europe. So I'm not doing that one. So it's like, if I want to push, it's going to be, for 2024, it's going to be Tampa or it's going to be Arizona. Tampa's in 2 weeks. Do I have it in me to push for 2 weeks? Do I have it in me to push for 6 weeks, which is when Arizona is? Do I want to do it? So I have a lot to think about. I just got on the scale. I was 138. I did go to the bathroom after. So, I feel like I am puffy. And there's still a lot of food in my body. So we're going to gather it. Obviously, I'm 138 right now. Probably in the next couple days, I expect to be back down to maybe 130. I'd say 133, 132 is like how much I actually weigh. We obviously pulled down to 129, but that was pulling water weight. So I think probably 132 or 133 is what I actually weigh with my normal water balance. And without, a poutine and buffalo chicken wrap and 4 brownies and 3 cookies all sitting in my digestive tract. So it'll take a couple days to work that out. But then whether I continue to do bodybuilding or not, I'm still, I still have athlete games. So that's basically what that's what this vlog is going to be now, is just like me. I'm still going to be in prep, I'll say. It just might not be for bodybuilding. So if y'all stuck around this long, I assume you're semi-interested in my life, whether it's bodybuilding or athlete games training. So yeah, anyway, y'all, look at this. I don't know if y'all can see. That's from my tan, so oops. Before we get back to business, I am going to be tasting these. Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I am headed to work. We are back to it. I really don't want to be going back to work again today. I am still exhausted. But I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm exhausted, so I have to deal with that. I do have some trainers, new trainers that we're like trying to onboard, so I won't train the last camp of my shift. So I'll train my first two like normal, and then in my next block of 3, I have like, we do like a shadow co-train situation where I'm like going to be training this person. So I mean, it's obviously still work. I still got to be awake. I still got to be there. I still got to be engaged. But at least for that 3rd camp, I'll be like, I won't be running around the floor. Even though by that time, like, I'm awake. It's just like right now that I'm super tired and don't want to go, but it is what it is. So 1:39 this morning. Yes, you heard that right, everybody. 1:39. I am so puffy. It is a little bit embarrassing, to be honest. Not in the way that people are like, oh my gosh, I'm so uncomfortable. I don't really care. Like, I don't mean embarrassing because of how I look. Like, I mean embarrassing because I exercised zero restraint. That's the embarrassing part. Now, the embarrassing part is not how my body responded. The embarrassing part is just that my body is evidence that there was no restraint. All 4 cinnamon rolls are gone. I didn't talk about the cinnamon rolls on YouTube. I talked about it on Instagram. I ordered these cinnamon rolls from this TikTok company I've been following. I mean, they're not a TikTok company. Like, I discovered them during the pandemic. You know, that's when all like these small businesses got really big on TikTok. So anyway, discovered them, been following them. I told y'all about them when I got my cinnamon rolls, my cinnamon buns. That's what they call them. When I got my cinnamon buns in the mail, I remember I've put them in the freezer and they stayed in there. Well, yesterday I took them out of the freezer. I ate one. I was like, oh my gosh, this is divine. This is life-changing. And then like 2 hours later, I ate another one. Then I went to sleep. Then Ruben ate one. And he was like, oh my gosh, that was so good. And then I just ate the last one for breakfast this morning. I've had 3 cinnamon rolls. Y'all, the cinnamon rolls are not something you eat 3 of in 12 hours. Cinnamon rolls are something you eat 1 of every quarterly. Cinnamon rolls are something you eat semi-annually. At least in my life. Like, I literally eat a cinnamon roll quarterly. Maybe. Quarterly is a stretch, to be honest. Semi-annually, honestly. Once a year, twice a year. And I had 3 in the last 12 hours. So I am extremely puffy. I got to take some super dry. So I've only taken super dry, which is like my little water pill that I take during peak week, you know. I've only taken it during peak week, like to get rid of the last bit of water weight. However, Jacqueline Baker, she said that she takes super dry when she travels to shed the excess water weight. So I always think of super dry as something I take to pull out the last bit of water weight. I never thought of it like, hey, I'm puffy, I'm bloated, I have additional water weight right now. I'm going to take a super dry to get back to normal. So I'm like, oh, that's smart. Why have I never thought about that? So I will be taking a couple super dry today to hopefully rid myself of like just the puffiness that is going on. I'm still on my period as well. This will probably maybe be my last day of it. It is Tuesday. But y'all, I am so puffy. I am so unbelievably puffy. But you know, it is what it is. I told SWV, I said, I'm going to be back to half business tomorrow because I already knew I was going to have a cinnamon roll. I actually wasn't planning to eat any until today. I was going to eat one for breakfast. That was going to be my first one, but then I couldn't wait. Anyway, I said half business again because I knew that I was going to eat a cinnamon roll today. And we also just don't have all of our food prepped. So I do have some chicken that's already prepped, that's vacuum sealed and just ready for me to slice and dice. I have no vegetables. So
Anyway, so back half of today, I will be back on some sort of like back to prep food. And then tomorrow I'm back. At least, again, maybe not in the quantities that I was doing during bodybuilding prep, like during my cutting, but I got to go back to, I mean, we're training for athlete games now. Now I have to fuel for performance. So yes, calories are going to be increased, but I'm not going to be able to do well at athlete games eating 3 cinnamon rolls a day. It's not going to happen. Like, my heart's going to be happy, but when I go in there trying to do 25 double unders and 50 push-ups and 100 jump squats, like, I'm not going to be able to move and feel good about those workouts if I'm eating like just like a maniac. So I'm going back to the foods from prep. Again, right now at higher quantities. I still haven't decided if I am going to continue to bodybuild, but I gained 10 pounds from show day. So obviously I can't continue. I can't continue the trajectory.
So I came over to Albertsons. I got a lot of fruit. I got the pre-cut watermelon and pineapple. It was buy two. No thanks. Thanks. It was buy two, get one free. So I got 2 packs of watermelon and 1 pack of pineapple. If I wasn't eating it right now, I would have just gotten like an actual watermelon to cut up, but whatever. And then I got egg bites from Starbucks. So that's what we're working with right now. I could have gotten a donut, but honestly, I already had a cinnamon roll. Like, the idea of eating a donut right now makes me ill. So again, we're getting back to trying to eat like someone who cares about their health and their performance. I was out of control. Which I already knew that I would be. It just is what it is. But we're gonna do better on this one.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. It is still Tuesday. I think that I made a video today. Yeah, it's Tuesday. I am headed to Powerhouse. I did not want to go to Powerhouse. I did not want to do anything. Realistically, it is Metcon at Burn Boot Camp, and I really should have gone to do that because, super high intensity, full body workout, but I don't have that in me today, so I'm going to Powerhouse and I'm going to hit back, because why wouldn't I hit back? I'm going to hit back and then I'm going to do probably only like 15 or 20 minutes of cardio. I was planning to do an hour of cardio, just easy cardio, like walking or getting on the elliptical, but I made the mistake. It's not a mistake. I love, like, when I'm not in prep, I like cooking for my family. Like, I like cooking. I don't know what you're doing. It's my turn. I like cooking. And my mom doesn't like cooking. So whenever I can, I like to cook. So I just called my mom. I'm like, hey, do you guys have dinner plans? Do you want me to cook? And so she said yes. But then I'm like, if I go to the gym for 2 hours, like, these people aren't going to eat until 9 p.m. So I'm going to make my workout short enough so that I can cook dinner at a reasonable hour. So I'm drinking this. It's not an energy drink. It's an electrolyte drink. It's Element. You guys have probably seen those, like, electrolyte tablets. But they have, or not tablets, it's a powder. But they have these sparkling drinks. And I don't know if y'all have, like, realized this by now, but I love a sparkling beverage. Like, I like to do, like, even sparkling water with Mio or, like, whatever. I just love a sparkling bev. So even though I prefer Replenish, like, as my electrolyte drink because it doesn't taste salty, Element tastes salty. Replenish doesn't taste salty, but Replenish is a powder. This is a sparkling beverage. So I'm like, oh, this is kind of good. This is the grapefruit flavor. And then my mom also got me the black cherry lime. It's pretty good. I probably wouldn't, like, buy this. So I saw them online, but they are selling them in like 30 packs, like something crazy. It's literally like $70. And I was like, I want to taste it before I would buy that many of them and spend that much money on it. And my mom was like, oh, they have it at my chiropractor's office. Like, they have the single serve cans. So she got me a couple of them. And like I said, it's pretty good. We'll do the trick on a hot day. It's 86, but it's like over 100 degrees earlier today. But I don't think that I would, I probably wouldn't buy that regularly. So anyway, that's what I'm sipping on. No energy drink. I had no coffee. I had no caffeine today. I didn't make a coffee this morning. And then I forgot that my boss was going to be out of town. He always buys me coffee on Tuesdays. So I didn't buy coffee for myself, like in between my morning camps when I normally, like he normally brings me coffee. I'm like, I'll just wait for Jared. Well, Jared, I forgot, was out of town, so he never bought me a coffee. And then now, I mean, it's 5 p.m., so I just haven't had any caffeine today. Which I'm pretty proud of, to be honest. Because deep in prep, you get very dependent on caffeine. So anyway, I'm just going to the gym. I just need to move my body. I need to put these calories to use. They told me to get a bigger back. So we're going to get a bigger back. Big back, big back. That's what they're going to call me. Okay? Big back. Ray gets a big back. They're going to call me big back. Okay? So that's what we're doing. And then, you know, now we're 33 days out from the athlete games. So I got to start taking my training for that a little bit more seriously. So probably tomorrow I'll run one of those workouts after I train. So that's where we are. This is my last day of nonsense. I mean, I ate a bunch of fruit today. I went to lunch with Reagan and Ruben. I had sweet potato pancakes and bacon and eggs. But tonight for dinner, I hope they want chicken because that's what I'm cooking. But it is going to be it's going to be drumsticks. I'm not doing chicken breast. But then I'm also going to meal prep and we're going to be back on tomorrow. Again, not back on what we were on before this show, but we're going to be back on something. But I got to meal prep in order to make that happen. So, anywho, I'm going to get in a suit. Probably not tonight, but maybe tonight. I'm going to get in a suit sometime this week so y'all can see what has happened. What has transpired over the last few days. Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I am headed to train. I got my coffee today. I knew that yesterday. So remember how I said, oh, I'm going to be partially on. I was not partially on yesterday. I was all the way off. So, I mean, I had a reasonable dinner. I had tacos for dinner. But I mean, I put cheese on them. And then I also had a cookie after, and then I had a second dinner because Ruben brought home pizza. So I was already full. I was not still hungry, but I was like, I'm going back on my diet tomorrow. So I'm having this pizza. So I woke up at 1:40. It was, I mean, we're done though. Like we're back on 100% today. So I will not be easing into it. Like we're back on 100%. Back on, like I said, just basically chicken, sweet potato, you know, the usual stuff. This morning after I train, I am going to run at least one of the athlete games workouts. We're going to see how I feel, which probably will not be great. I would love to run two of them. Because yes, I've trained all of these workouts, but this competition, you do all three on the same day. And I've not yet even done two of them on the same day. And so we're going to have to account for a level of fatigue, like especially the workout that kills me the most is the third workout. Like I've been dreading, like, oh my gosh, I'm going to not only have to do that workout, but I'm going to have to do it after doing the other two. Like, oh my gosh. So that's not the one that I'm going to do today. There's three workouts. I'm definitely going to do like the cardio endurance one, which is workout number 1. And then I'm going to sit and hang out for a little while, you know, recover for, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes. Like I am going to give myself a recovery. I think they said there's at least going to be, there's at least 30 minutes in between workouts. But sometimes longer, I guess, depending on how many people are there. So I'm going to do the first workout, sit, hang out, recover, and then potentially do the second workout. I will not be doing the third workout today. I don't need to be hitting it that hard on my first day back to training. And I also am not going to try to smoke it. That's what I did last time. I did one of these workouts when I was like super dieted. I was like, I just need to finish it. I'm not trying to go fast. I just need to finish. So that's going to be the goal today, is just get through the workout. Like, you don't need to have a record time today. Let's just do it. Let's just make sure we cross the finish line. And over the next month, I think it's 33 days or something, 32 days. Over that period of time, I will increase the intensity so that obviously the goal becomes to hit PRs on these workouts. So yeah, I got Summit this weekend, my burn conference. I got my burn conference this weekend. We leave tomorrow. I come back Sunday. I've actually been in prep almost every year I've been at Summit. there has only been 1 year that I wasn't in prep during Summit. So I know how to operate while I'm there. I'm probably not going to vlog as much just because I don't know those people. Like, and I vlogged a little bit last year. What was I vlogged at Burn You with Casey. But I don't know if I'm going to vlog. We're going to see. Like, they know, like, the girls that I'm going with, like, the Costa Mesa trainers, which is just one of our other sister locations, they, like, know that I vlog. I just am thinking, like, if I'm at this conference with all these other burn trainers, like, I feel like I'm going to be, like, I'm not getting out my camera and vlogging right now. I don't know. We're going to see. Anyway, it's dark. I'm going to finish my coffee. So we'll chat soon. Oh, my goodness, y'all. I am exhausted. I tried to do, remember I was like, I might do 2 of these athlete games workouts. I didn't even do 1 athlete games workout. So I was going to start with the first one, which is 25 double unders, 5 pull-ups, and then you do 3 rounds of 10 burpees and 20 jump lunges, and then 5 rounds of 10 push-ups and 20 jump squats or bodyweight squats. I did my 25 doubles, smoked them so good. I got up on that pull-up bar. I did 1 pull-up, and I said, oh, no. I was like, I can't do this. And then I was like, you know what, just do something. So then I did 10 push-ups and 20 jump lunges. Like, okay, that felt pretty good. Did 10 push-ups and 20 bodyweight squats, and then I was like, okay, party's over. And remember when I told you I gained 10 pounds in the last 48 hours, 72 hours? Let me tell you, those pull-ups were so hard. Because I am 10 pounds heavier than I've been doing pull-ups with in the, my recent training. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't get my body up. Granted, I also did back yesterday, but not like my back's sore. I guess maybe it's just tired, but I also think it's because I'm 10 pounds heavier than the last time I did pull-ups 4 days ago. Anyway, so that was a fail. I was going to stay for boot camp. It's chest, tries, and buys, but I'm like, no, I need to just go get on the treadmill and walk. I'm going to go get on the treadmill and walk for, 30, 45 minutes. And then I'm going to go do my normal Wednesday, take Reagan to gymnastics, whatever. I got to start packing because I leave for my conference tomorrow. Like, can't believe I'm already going back out of town. But we're back on, so I am hoping that in the next few days, this insane amount of inflammation, waste, and water in my body recover, because I gotta get it together. I cannot believe I gained 10 pounds. I mean, I can because I've been eating. It was out of control. It was a complete crazy binging episode that I can't do again. Like, so we're back on. But I gotta get my body back to normal. Okay, you guys know how I told you people are crazy for Trader Joe's around here? I'm just getting to Powerhouse. There is a line outside of y'all, it's looking like Walmart on Black Friday, like in the early 2000s. Like, these days, Black Friday doesn't get those lines around because people can do Black Friday online. Back in the olden days when people were camping out, that Trader Joe's opens in 30 minutes and there's a line outside around the corner. There is nothing that I want from Trader Joe's badly enough to go sit outside of the store 30 minutes ahead of time. Like, what's going on in there? Are they releasing a new, is the president in there? Anyway, that's it. I'm shook. I thought there was a job fair. I was like, what's going on over here? Anyway, that's it. I'm about to go walk on the treadmill. Try to move some of these calories around. All right, 30 minutes done. I literally just walked barely at an incline. It was a little bit less intensity than I normally walk, but I did get a little bit of a small mist. Not really a sweat, but something. But I need to go home and eat and shower before I get Reagan out to the gym. Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday. I am headed to the airport. It is like 4:30 in the morning right now. My flight is at 6:45 from Orange County. So I am headed there. So Orange County has really expensive airport parking lot. Like, they don't have like a long-term lot. So a lot of airports, like Memphis, for instance, right? I lived in Memphis, so Memphis was my home airport. Memphis airport, like the actual airport, has like premium parking, short-term parking, long-term parking. And obviously, like, the prices go down the further away from the terminal you get, but they're all airport parking. Like, they're like official airport parking. Like LAX, like these California airports don't have that. So you have to, if you want to do long-term parking and not pay $20 a day, $30 a day, you have to do like other third-party airport parking. And I just like forgot about that, and I'm traumatized from the last time I tried to park at Orange County. I like couldn't find the airport parking, and I didn't realize that there was no long-term parking. So I'm like driving into parking lots, and I'm like, no wait, this one's $20 a day, this isn't the long-term parking. And then I like drive out, and I was like running tight on my flight, of course, and I was traumatized because I couldn't find the parking. And because of that, like, y'all know, so let me talk about my traveling. Okay, let me defend myself, because y'all are like, I could never travel with you. Okay, you probably couldn't, and that's fine. Now my life is different now because I don't travel as much for varsity, so I don't have status on any airlines anymore, so I'm a peasant, so I don't get priority. So that's the first thing, is I used to be platinum on American. So that meant that when I got to the airport, I only had to wait in the priority line. I didn't have to wait in like the long lines to check my luggage. So it was never more than like 10 minutes in line. So that's the first thing. I also have TSA pre-check, so I don't have to wait in a long security line. And I don't like to hang out at the airport. I was listening to Aurelia talk about, like, she's like, I get airport anxiety. I don't like to feel stuck. And I was like, oh, I don't really feel like, I was just thinking like, oh, that's not a thing for me. But then I also realized, like, I don't like to be at the airport early because I don't like sitting at the airport. So I'm like, maybe I do have airport anxiety. I don't think it's anxiety. I think I just don't like to sit at the airport. So anyway, so for me, I purposely run it like close-ish. Like, I'm like, okay, I need to have my luggage checked by 45 minutes out. It's probably going to take me like 10 minutes to park and 10 minutes in line. Okay, so this is what time I have to be there. I'm usually not there more than 75 minutes before my flight. And that's like a stretch. Now I don't have status, so I have to be there earlier. If we're parking off airport property, which in California, now we have to do that, we have to be there even earlier. So there's been like a learning curve of how early we actually have to be at the airport. Plus, when I'm traveling with Ruben, like straight up, Ruben runs late to everywhere he goes. So add that on top of me already not giving us a general buffer. Like, if I, like, my flight today is at 6:40. This is so long to talk about something that nobody cares about, but I'm telling you anyway because you're here. Sorry. My flight's at 6:45. I literally was like, okay, I need to be at the airport at 6. I need to be at the airport at 6. Like, okay, just in case there's traffic, like, let's say 5:30. So, like, okay, that means I need to leave my house at like 4:15. Okay, but I'm gonna try to leave at 4. So that's like how I work backwards. But the problem is when I do that, like with someone like Ruben, that's only that gets me there exactly on time. So if we're running late at all, now we're running late. So it's just been a learning curve of like, how early do I need to tell Ruben that we need to be there so that we can leave on time to be there early, and then just in case we're late for that, like, we still have to, it's a big mess. Anyway, all that to say, I'm traveling by myself today. I had to figure out a parking situation because I was like, I'm not parking at John Wayne Airport because I'm traumatized from it. So I had to find a hotel parking. There's a shuttle. I'm like, okay, am I going to make the shuttle on time? I believe that I will make the shuttle on time. We're all going to find out together. But so far, my estimated arrival is 5:17, but I do have to stop and get gas. The shuttle runs at 5:30 every 30 minutes. So realistically, I have to catch that 5:30 shuttle or I'll likely miss my flight. So I could just park at the airport, but I just can't. I can't do it. I'm getting reimbursed for my parking, so it's not a money thing. I'm just truly traumatized by like not being able to find the parking, and then it's a really long walk to the terminal. Like, I'm just not doing it. I'd rather park off the airport and get dropped off right at the terminal than park at the airport and have to walk 10 minutes to get there. So anyway, that's it. That has nothing to do with anything. I'm still going to continue to talk. It's been 6 minutes, but now I'm going to talk about prep. So I have check-ins tomorrow. I weighed 139 this morning. I lost a pound from yesterday, but I did start working out. I've lifted twice. So I did back the other day, and then I did legs and shoulders yesterday. I did 30 minutes of cardio, and now I'm going on this trip. I have this conference for Burn, so I am going to be doing, get there today. I come back on Sunday. So it's a 2-night trip, I think. It's a 3-night trip. But tonight is literally it's just a travel day. I get there at 5 p.m. We have dinner and then we go to bed. So basically we're sitting in breakouts all day long. So, but the days don't start super early. So I will be lifting early in the morning. And then they have like a group workout. Obviously, it's a burn boot camp conference. Of course, we're going to have a workout plan together. So I'm going to lift by myself at the hotel gym. And then I'll do the group like cardio, whatever, workout. And then that'll be my workout. And then, you know, I'll have my days at the breakout. So I intend to stay relatively not relatively, I packed food. I intend to stay on some sort of plan. I got to get back down to like 135 in the next 4 days. I have check-ins tomorrow. Again, I am just trying to get back to normal this week. We're gonna give it a week, which, like I said, I think that gives me 4 more days, right? That's what I just said. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, 4 more days gets me to a week past the show, and at that point, I need to be back to normal. So I have been taking Super Dry just to like help eliminate some of this extra water, because the water is crazy. Like, I feel like a waterbed. Like, I literally feel like when I put my hand on my stomach, it feels like a waterbed. It's the weirdest thing. So that's crazy. Anyway, I feel pretty good. I have not been in a posing suit since the day of the show. I definitely need to poop like a lot. Like, I have been going, but there's been a lot of food going in, or there was a lot of food going in, and it just has not all come out yet. So that's just what it really is. I can feel it in my stomach. So yeah, I'm still working on skills. I'm just trying to, I don't know, just focus on athlete games, but also like potentially coming back for Arizona Pro. I think that I'm gonna do it. I started looking at Airbnbs, but I just have to, oh shoot, I just missed my exit for the gas station. Oh well, I'll go to the next one. Started looking at Airbnbs. So yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. Y'all, I'm gonna miss this flight. I mean, I don't actually think I'm gonna miss this flight. That parking situation was just very confusing. So I just like pulled a ticket. There was no attendant to show my prepaid parking thing to. So I pulled a ticket. And like, this ain't right. So we're gonna find out if my parking is $100. Not my problem. They're reimbursing me anyway. Y'all, when I tell you, remember how I was like, I can't find the elevator. That like literally 5 to 10 seconds made me miss the shuttle. I watched the shuttle pull away. And the guy at the front, he's like, yeah, the next one will be at 6. No, sir, that's not gonna work. So I called an Uber. Again, it's getting reimbursed, so the cost like isn't the issue. It's just irritating. Like, it's just irritating. I mean, it is what it is. They said they were leaving at 5:30. I was up here at 5:32. Like, I mean, it is what it is. But it's just the fact that I couldn't find the elevator for that, again, 5 to 10 seconds, and I literally missed the shuttle by 5 seconds. So I called an Uber, like I said, because I can't wait until 6, because I will miss it if I wait until 6. I will miss the flight, so we're starting off strong. So flight was diverted. I'm now in Charleston instead of Charlotte. Watermelon's gone. I have a Ziploc of chicken that I'm working my way through. We were supposed to land at 5 and we're gonna land at maybe 11:30. So I am gonna see what's at this restaurant. Otherwise I'm gonna buy some like zero sugar beef jerky and nuts and 000, and we're gonna figure it out. Yeah. Okay, so these are the other Costa Mesa trainers. I don't know how this started. They decided to try to do one-arm push-ups in the middle of the airport.
We're telling Andrew she's making a tutorial. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, that was pretty good. All right, she's a mom, by the way. Love that. All right, Casey, young spring chicken, CrossFit extraordinaire. Let's see yours. She's not a mom, so it better be better. She's young. What year were you born in? Like 1999?
97, thank you.
I was exaggerating. I was close. That's crazy. Look at you. Amazing.
Your turn, Andrea. Show us up.
I'm not putting my hands on this airport floor. That's white people activities. You guys, it is, what time is it? 2:30 in the morning. This is what Charlotte Airport looks like at 2:30 because there were all the storms and all these flights were canceled and delayed and rerouted. Like, people are asleep on their floor. Like, this is crazy. I am so tired. We start the conference tomorrow. Like, I feel dizzy because I'm so hungry. I can't deal with this. It is almost 4 o'clock in the morning. Waiting for our Uber. We don't have bags. So they were like, we don't have the staff right now. There were 99 canceled flights. And I think they said like 12 diverted flights or something like that. So the luggage situation is crazy. They're like, we don't have enough staff. We are not unloading those bags right now. They're like, come back later. They're like, more staff comes in around 5. So we're just going to the hotel. We're going to try to get a minute of sleep. Our first like general session starts at 8:30 in the morning. Honestly, I'm about to be like, I'm not going. I don't know. I have a shipped order in my cart, but I don't know what room number we are yet. So as soon as we check into the hotel, I'm going to press order on my shipped delivery, which is like chicken and strawberries, yogurt, protein shakes, like just all the stuff that I need. This is unreal. I told Ruben, I said, I'm not sending check-ins this morning. It's 4 o'clock in the morning and we're still at the airport. Like, I mean, I'll probably still send check-ins, but they're not going to be vested and they're not going to be good because I have only slept a couple hours on a plane. Like, this is a crazy start. Finally made it. Finally made it. People are waking up and we're just now getting here. And I was just thinking, I said I was going to take check-ins, but I don't have my luggage, I don't have my ring light or my suit or my heels. I literally have nothing. So check-ins will be later today, I guess. This is a nightmare. Okay. Hi, Lauren.
Hi.
I have to close my vlog, but I need to talk about check-ins. They were a disaster. Check-ins were a disaster. I don't know how much I weigh because I don't have a scale with me, but I got no sleep. I did those check-ins at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It was a disaster, but you know what? You keep it moving. That's the name of the series. Is keep it moving. So that's what you keep it moving. I'm gonna go to sleep, work out in the morning, finish the conference. Hopefully in the next, again, few days, I will look and feel back to normal.